Hey guys, this is Jack Pittis and Matt Corge here. We're the co-founders of TK Cyber Solutions. And today we're going to show you why the Word and PDF built-in encryptions aren't the best ways to solely secure documents, especially sensitive documents, when sending them out to people. So similar to the brute force video we did about a month ago, Matt is going to use a similar attack to just gain access into an encrypted PDF document. And the reason we decided to make this is because we get a lot of questions from clients all the time about the best way to send documents and receive documents from their clients. So Matt, if you want to go ahead and share your screen.
Yeah, awesome. So just for some context, when you encrypt a PDF and send it out, this is kind of what it'll look like when you go to open it. So right now, I don't know the password, and it'll just kind of keep me locked out. So the way this works kind of, behind the scenes is when you create the password, when you're going to encrypt the document, the password is actually stored in the document. It's embedded in the document. So kind of what we have to do is we have to pull that kind of encrypted password out and, get the hash. That's what it's called, get the hash. Once we have that, we'll be able to do this brute force attack, like Jack said, to guess, passwords. So it'll try 1, 2, 3, 4, QWERTY 1, 2, 3, and the other common passwords. The word list I'm using has 30,000 passwords on it. So if the password that is embedded in the PDF document is within that list, we'll get the password out. So like I said, the first step will be to get the hash of the password, and what that looks like is this. So it's actually not stored in plain text. It is, in a sense, encrypted. So this is what's known as the hash of the password. Once we have this, we can use the same tool to use that dictionary tag to guess this hash, what made this hash. So we're going to do the similar thing. And now that ran through that dictionary tag and generated the password for us to try. So I'm just going to go back to the document, just type in that password, and if I can type it correctly. And now I'm in. So we use a simple password just for time's sake. The more complex the password is, the longer it takes, but it is not impossible to break. So just keep that in mind when you're creating these passwords. This was very simple to do. This tool is very widely used and widely known, so it is not impossible to break into the PDF documents.
Now Matt, what would be a better way to send out sensitive documents, as opposed to only doing an encrypted one?
Yeah, so that's a good question. So, what we've seen and what a lot of people actually do is, they use these third-party portals. So what it is if Jack had to send me a sensitive document, he would upload the document to the third-party portal. And then the user or the client who he's sending it to would have to log into that portal. So they would have a username and password, and that portal would manage the authentication for that external user. This takes it away from you emailing stuff. Emails can get lost, intercepted. You can also send it to the wrong person. Other things the portal does is it allows you to revoke access to. So once you send an email, it's pretty hard to get that email back unless you have certain tools set up. With the portal, you can upload, and then if you don't want the user to have access to it anymore, you can actually just remove it from the site and they no longer have the document. Other things, this isn't the worst thing to do. It's an extra step instead of just sending the document in the open, unencrypted. It helps you if you send it to the wrong person. It is still password encrypted, so that wrong person won't be able to get into it if they don't know how to, do the brute force attack. So from there, it's always still good if you are emailing sensitive documents to have this password encryption, but just know that it is breakable and it shouldn't be your sole you shouldn't rely on it solely to, protect your information.
And if they are using this, it kind of comes down to password management, correct? As long as
Yes.
the passwords are complex enough and stored securely, it shouldn't be an issue in theory, but it is still breakable.
Yeah, so like I said, make sure you have long passwords. We recommend minimum 8 characters with 1 special character and 1 number at least. And another thing a lot of people kind of don't realize is you don't want to send the protected document and the password in the same email. You want to either have a predetermined password with your client or whoever you're sending it to, or call them, or send it in the worst case, send it in at least another email. So the password and the document aren't together at any point. That's just kind of a good practice to follow as well.
Got it. All right, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed it and learned a little something from this. And if you have more questions on it or anything cybersecurity related, you can contact us at info@pkcybersolutions.com, or you can visit our website at www.pkcybersolutions.com to learn more about us. Thanks.